Hello ICD Youth, I am so excited that I'm able to talk to you guys today. But before I get into it, I just want to make a little slight disclaimer that I will be talking about just the struggles of quarantine. The reason I feel called to talk to you guys about that today is that actually I've been trying to videotape this video for the past 5 days, I don't know. And I just either haven't been able to formulate the right words, or I just, I don't know. I just haven't been able to be content on what I have been talking about. And so I actually sat down yesterday to, talk about what I thought I was called to be talking to you guys about. And right before I started videotaping, I heard the words of wait, not yet, something better is gonna happen. And I was like, what do you mean wait? Like, I've already spent 4 days on this video. You're trying to tell me that I'm not called to talk about that? And let me just tell you, I am so happy that I did, because that night I met with some friends and we talked about the positives during quarantine, but we also talked about the negatives during quarantine, and just our struggles and how we've overcome them, and just how overall, it's not very, talked about on our struggles. And what I mean by that is that I feel like as Christians, or as Catholics even, that when we have struggles in our faith life, we tend to shut down. We tend to not really talk to anyone about it because we think that we're supposed to have this perfect relationship with Him, have this perfect relationship with Christ. But in reality, the only thing perfect about our relationship with Christ is Jesus Christ Himself. And I think the more we talk about that, the more we all get to grow spiritually in our relationship with Christ and each other. We have a stronger bond with Him, but we also have a stronger bond with each other. And so I think I'm gonna talk to you guys about 2 things today. Just how not being able to receive the Eucharist has impacted my life, and then how we can have hope for the future. So with the Eucharist, I was fortunate enough that I was able to go to Mass every single day up until quarantine. With that, I got to receive Jesus every single day, and that was such a blessing and such a grace that I got to receive. And then when it was taken away, I felt very empty and broken. It was very weird, and I asked myself a lot of selfish questions, like, why me, why now? And the selfishness brought a lot of hurt, a lot of self-pity, and I got into this rut where I was like, why am I focusing on my own sadness? Something better must come out of this. And with that, and with the selfishness, I got to focus on the virtue of humility and just staying humble. Because Jesus did not have to give Himself to us in the Eucharist. He did not have to give us the sacraments. He did not have to die on a cross to save us from our sins. And I think that when we get into the mindset of we are not worthy enough for Him, I think that everything that we do in our everyday lives is glorified for Him. Like the way we speak to each other, or the way we interact with each other, that's in His glory, and we do it for Him, and we do it for His glory. And I think that once we better serve each other, we are actually serving God. And I think that's quite a beautiful thing. So with Not Bad, reach out to each other. Know that I'm always on my phone, so I'll probably answer right away if you text me, or FaceTime me. I would love to see your faces and hear your voices. I pretty much have every single social media, so you can Instagram DM me, Snapchat me, group me, DM me if you don't have my number, text me, do all of the above. But yeah, reach out. I would love to hear how you guys are doing during quarantine, and if I have any advice for you, or if I can just pray for you. Know that you are in my prayers, and that I miss you all so much, and I hope you guys have the best week ever.